Alright, March 29th. Finally got the exhaust turned on. Could have been better, could have been worse, but it will do for now. Gonna take it for a quick spin down the road and back. It's like a little bit after 6. That's what the time is. That should be fine enough. I don't know if my dash cam's not gonna work or not. There. Poor connection. 294, 137. Definitely gotta do a clutch fluid swap, brake fluid swap, or flush. Clutch just feels like it's seen better days. Or I just haven't driven these 5 speeds in so long. I forgot what a good clutch feels like. It just, there it is, wanting to pop out of 4th. Oh! Are you serious? Stupid skosh. We'll be right back after these brief messages. Alright, and we're back. Those magnetic, well, not magnetic, but the foam mount that I like for interesting applications like this instead of the windshield. Like I put on the link for the last video I drove, saying it would be the last time without the exhaust on this car. I can't remember what the name of that suction mount is, but they much better than these Scotias. Chickens by the road. Would be to fix that bad NOx sensor, and then see what happens. 0 to 60 time of like 7 seconds instead of 10 to 14 for sure. I can definitely smell the paint from the Y pipe burning off as we speak. Ooh, not plastic and paper and whatever else. 295 heading north has been jam-packed pretty badly. I don't know if you can see all that well or not, but just bumper-to-bumper traffic. You're lucky if you're doing 70 heading north. I'm doing like 82, 83. So I think on the way back to the house, we'll just take good old back roads. So happy we got the exhaust finally finished. Good enough for me. So I did it like on November 20th, 23, I guess. I do it 3 months, 3,000 miles in between. Oh yeah, this is horrible. Just look at all this backed up traffic on 65. Just creeping and crawling. Nasty Pete. Anyways, yeah, I think we'll gladly just take the back roads. Just wish this thing wasn't having knock issues. Because anytime your Toyota V6 is running laggish or in limp mode, it's usually because you got a bad knock sensor or sensors, or bad knock sensor harness for the V6. You're under the intake. So air conditioning is still nice and ice cold. I wish I put a new exhaust on this thing 3 years ago. Too bad I'm going to be selling this, but it's time to downsize my fleet and, like I said, have less cars with more practicality. I got like too many cars that I don't do much with. Avalon's a joke. Wish I never bought that thing. About $8,000 in the Avalon, and I'll be lucky if I get $1,000 out of it. Leak your transmission fluid. Already had the transmission torn apart twice for a new pump seal and a new torque converter, or a used torque converter, and still got problems. Shipped into first at like, I don't know, 10, 12 miles an hour. Have this car up and running again. Gotta get cleaned up. Needless to say, now that summer's here, I don't think we're gonna get any more snow here on March 29th and further past 2025. Get to park the Chevy Express and start driving this. Working on cleaning it up, getting it put up for sale, and who knows what I'll drive next afterwards. So this will be a lot better because I've been driving the Chevy Express for a better part of 2-3 months almost. and that Chevy Express doesn't see 10 miles per gallon. I drive 5 miles to work twice a day. Pretty much what you saw, hopping on the interstate for 4 or 5 miles and getting off. Got flat spots, I think, on these tires. Despite me not driving this car throughout the last winter for 24 and 25, poor thing has really let itself go, and the undersides is splitting apart and just rusting away. So it's really unfortunate, but what do you do? Clutchless. Oh, that was amazing. First gear into 20 miles per hour. You can't beat that. I honestly feel like having the car quieted up gave it some better back pressure and gave it a little bit more horsepower again. I don't know what that rattling noise is. I have to take stuff out of the car and see if it's still doing it. The mother off, still doing it, comes and goes. can definitely hear the exhaust rattling. It's kind of tight up against the rear subframe. And I'm not sure where else. The rear subframe. It's Jimmy rigged, but it works. So that concludes this video. Thanks for watching.